and Marcus, and pretty much been here ever since, and I'm very happy to be here.
Making a bond with my brother is like memories for a lifetime, you know.
Oh yeah, and there he is, number 12.
And so I was like, ooh, maybe I should give this a try, and I did, and I'm so glad I did.
Tom Brady.
Favorite movie?
Top Gun.
They get their open guy with the hot hand.
I definitely say our team chemistry.
Okay.
I feel like we've come together pretty well, especially coming off of the Corpus tournament that we had.
First year, and I'm super excited to continue the second year.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Rattler Up Network for tonight's District 29 6A matchup between the Judson Rockets and the San Marcos Rattlers. Good evening, everyone. I am CJ Odom, and I am joined alongside our student broadcaster, Rick Kenneth, and we are excited for this district match between the Rockets and the Rattlers here at Rattler Stadium on Under Night. Rick, welcome into the broadcast. Glad to have you back.
Yes, sir. Absolutely great to be back. I unfortunately had to miss the last one, but I think we took care of business pretty well.
Thank you very much. We had Coach Walsh on and a few other guests, so we were excited about that. And we're excited about tonight. Kevin and Nissan bringing us out here for First Responder Night. And again, we talk all the time on the Air Creek. We love that you're watching on Rattler Up Network. Some have no other option, right? But if you get out here live, you got to be live at Rattler Stadium for a Rattler baseball game. The SWAT truck is out here. The first responders were fed and taken care of. We're going to honor them here before the game gets going. And so it's just a big night here honoring first responders at Rattler Stadium Creek.
Yeah, it's a huge night getting to include everybody, our society's biggest factors here on the baseball, getting their spotlight. We're having a great opportunity to sponsor them, and that truck out there, I've actually ridden in that truck.
Oh, wow. Like in an emergency? Or
No, not an emergency. I was not in the back of the police car from an emergency. It was from the football graduation celebration thing that we had after the season. It was a really cool experience. I've got to meet a few of these guys. I can confirm that they are all amazing. They do their job quite well.
Well, we're going to have a chance to honor them here tonight. We're going to carry that coverage here on the Rattler Up Network. 7 o'clock start time for the game, but we're going to cover the first responder night here. And we have EMT, first responders, police officers, firefighters, all litany of different first responders being welcomed here tonight. And you'll see on the air here as they make their way out, our players wearing their special uniform tonight, specifically for first responder night. One of the coolest uniforms. If you know anything about Rattler baseball, you know we love our uniforms, right? Coach Webb definitely puts the Rattler Booster Club does a wonderful job of raising money. It's the coolest uniform in the state of Texas for a baseball game, and this, for me, is my personal favorite. It's made to look like the uniform of a first responder. It's got the name on the back, and it's a baseball uniform hybrid with the first responder, and so we're excited to get them out here today. So we're going to have that opportunity to welcome them here tonight at First Responder Night. Give a little condition update that you can even hear in the crowd, like the wind is howling. And we were talking before the game, Creek. It has been a strong wind to left field most every game we've broadcasted. A complete 180 tonight, right?
Yeah, absolutely. The wind always shifting to the left, but our right fielder is going to have a lot of action today.
Yeah, balls to center field may end up going foul down the first base line. And you can see on the live shot there, you can see the Texas flag and the American flag just stretched away from the pole. And so it is going to be an interesting night of baseball. So we're going to carry that first responder action for you tonight, but we want to preview, and we'll talk a little bit more as we get closer to game time. But it is the San Marcos Rattlers taking on the Judson Rockets. San Marcos 13-9-1 overall, 3-3 in district play, and the Judson Rockets are standing at 3-15-1 overall with an 0-4 district record. These two played on Tuesday night, and the Rattlers got the 10-0 win down in Judson at their ball field. And so this is the second half of that matchup. And so, Creek, you as an athlete, you know this is that really just important time in the district, right? We're kind of sliding into the second half of the district. The first half, you're setting yourself up, and now it's kind of like you know what you got to do to get into that playoff hunt. How does that feel as an athlete? How are these baseball players feeling knowing these games count so much more?
Yeah, as you said, these games just mean more. Each game you have to go in with a different mindset that this game must be the most important game of the season so far. And like we've had with multiple of our previous games, we've always had that most important at-bat of the game. This is now just every one of these at-bats just means more to every one of these athletes and coaches going on forward.
So it's going to be a big night of baseball here at Rattler Stadium, and so our first responders and are all lining up. They're joining our players. It's a special night here at Rattler Stadium, and we're excited to bring it to you here on the Rattler Up Network. And so basically the players are going to be introduced with a first responder. They're going to come out, and boy, it was a festive scene here before the game, right? Burgers were being made, sausage wraps were being made. The first responders were fed and taken care of, and we certainly hope that they have felt welcome. Certainly here tonight, right, Greek?
Yeah, absolutely. Doing our best to make sure that they get the best treatment possible. We've had great food so far this evening. I've tested it myself. It gets A+ on my end.
I would eat here again.
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
Certainly. Can we Yelp review the concession stand?
I wish we could.
If we could, I'd give it a 5-star. I think
absolutely.
The boosters do a wonderful job, man. They feed us well. They feed all the students here. And if you're joining us for the first time, this is a student-led broadcast. I'm here with Creek Innes. He's our student broadcaster. He'll carry you through the play-by-play tonight. And it is students running cameras. It is students creating graphics. It is students producing the game downstairs. So when you see the camera shots and the different things that you see, it is a student-led broadcast, and it is led by their teachers, Mr. Jack Moore and Coach Josh Waglasic. And so we're so excited and proud of the work that Coach Wack and Jack Moore do to get you guys set up for these type of events.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a one-of-a-kind experience. I'm so glad I've been able to get a part of it. And as we have down our first baseline, we have our first responders starting to get lined up for the kickoff of the action of our first responders game.
Did it fall over?
I think it'll be all right. Yeah. I think it's got enough weight on it, and it won't get blown away. Yeah. Since the wind has started blowing, I haven't seen them moving in.
We are joined by the San Marcos Police Department. Officers. Force, Marines, and Army. So a big round of applause. You guys are for your service. You want to ask any members of the please rise for our national anthem.
Welcome back to Rattler Up Network. That concludes our national anthem. We are getting right up to game time. We had the amazing first responders ceremony just take place.
It was really great to see the first responders get their moment to be honored. They were out there, like we mentioned, EMT, police, fire, all different branches being represented, and an opportunity to just tell them how much we appreciate them. I hope that they feel that love here tonight at First Responder Night. But I'll tell you, the person that I may be the most proud of, how about that first pitch?
Yeah, that
Police
first
Chief
pitch was nice.
Stan Standridge throwing that first pitch right down the middle. You know, we saw him warming up in the bullpen, and he's got an arm. I'd like to see if some guys could maybe step in and take some at-bats against Chief Standridge.
Yeah, we could put Chief Standridge right in the game in the later innings, see what he can do out there.
I see no reason not to, right? All right, so the first responders make their way off the field, and so let's talk a little bit more about the matchup, Jet Creek, that we have coming here tonight. Again, the Rockets taking on the Rattlers. You see there the starting lineup tonight. Some changes in the lineup. Some guys getting some at bats tonight, and you know, Juan Munoz going to be followed by Ramirez, Vasquez, and then we'll go to second baseman Helgeson, third baseman Andrew Wilson, then catcher Colson Giese, first baseman Cole Viatric, followed by Vasquez and Velasquez to round out the starting lineup for your Rattlers. And so the Rattlers, again, we mentioned 3-3 in district, and you mentioned before the game they've done such a great job for a 3-3 district record, but yet the runs scored and runs allowed really skews in their favor, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. So the Rattlers, having their run differential, they have scored 50 runs against district opponents and only allowed 33, but still sit on 3-3 on the season.
Yeah, it's been some close ball games, just one close game after another. They're just you're an at bat away, you're a pitch away from being 4-2, 5-1, and so it's been really cool to see them to really kind of play hard knowing that. In the very first game, right out of the bat, 6-5 loss to Johnson, right? Then they come back and lose a 2-run game to Clemens 7-5. And then, of course, they did lose to Clemens a second time, but at that point now they're sitting at 0-3.
Yeah.
And you're thinking, oh, man, we're in trouble. How's that going to play? Boy, did they respond back. They get a one-run game against East Central 6-5, and then they put a pounding on East Central when they get the chance to go to their place 16-3, and then they walk it off again, or not a walk-off, but an early run 10-0 game against Judson. And so just like that, they're back in the hunt. They're 3-3, and this Rattler team is ready to go. And this second part of this district is going to be so huge for them.
Yeah, and Rattlers have already shown that they can take care of Judson. They look to put on that similar kind of performance today as they head on we keep it here next Tuesday to play the Steel Knights in a very important district game.
Yeah, it's going to be a big one. So you come out of this game, and then, like you mentioned, we'll host the Steel Knights at 7 o'clock. That game will be here on the Rattler Up Network, 7 o'clock start time here at Rattler Stadium. And then on Friday, you'll head to Steel. So next week could really be a big piece if you take care of your business tonight. follow it up. Now for the Judson Rockets, they'll have Canyon next week, so they'll go to Canyon on Tuesday and then host them back at their place on Friday, April 2nd. Now there is one common opponent between the Rockets and the Rattlers. They both played Medina Valley. We saw that game, right? Medina Valley, a quality club. They beat San Marcos 5-2. They actually beat the Rockets 8-0. So we definitely know that Medina Valley is going to be eager to watch them. I mean, they showed that they've got a great ball club. That's the one common opponent between them. But the Rattlers right now on a 3-game win streak after that sweep of East Central and beating Judson, and they have scored 32 runs during that streak and have only given up 8. So the bats have come alive for the San Marcos Rattlers, and that's exactly what they're going to need here tonight.
Yeah, they're going to need to carry on this momentum throughout the back half of the season. As we've seen with previous games of the Rattlers, as you said, can put on a show on the runs column. Looking to do that here again tonight. Start our weekend a little early.
We wouldn't mind a little early game on a Friday, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, on the mound for the Rattlers will be number 6, Jack Vasquez. Jack comes into the season having pitched 15 1/3. He's got a 1-1 record with a 5.48 ERA. He has struck out 30 batters. That leads the team, and it leads the team by and away. This will be his 5th start for the Rattlers, and again, 30 strikeouts. So our one of our favorite sponsors, Garcia's of Seguin, they bring you every single Rattler strikeout, and we hope that they will get a lot of Garcia's of Seguin Rattler strikeouts loaded up tonight with Jack Vasquez on the mound for the Rattlers.
Yeah, it's always our hope. Try and shout out our sponsors as much as we can with all these strikeouts. So the more sponsors, the better a game we're having.
Yeah, exactly. So the throwdown to second is ready, and Rattler baseball is back on the air here on the Rattler Up Network. So take it away.
So up to the pitcher's mound, number 6, Jack Vasquez, pitching to number 22, Braylon Jackson.
Braylon, the shortstop for the Rockets, coming into the game batting .371. He's been leadoff most of the season, and definitely a guy you want to keep off the bases as he's got plenty of speed.
First pitch, inside, ball number 1.
Alex Beltran and Colt Winchell will be the 2 and 3 hitters for the Rockets in this inning.
That one winded up, swung on, fouled off, deep to right. Makes it a 1-1 count for Jackson.
You know, we mentioned in the pregame, and you could see it there with the flags flying, man. It is a hard wind out to right field. Poles leaning. The crowd mic was even giving us trouble, right? It just sounded like a hurricane. It was so windy. So the 1-1 count here from Vasquez.
Pitch on the way. That one high for ball number 2. But yeah, that wind took that one an extra 50 feet maybe. If we had the similar wind that we have had in previous games, maybe that one lands in our stadium.
Exactly.
That pitch on the way, swung at, fouled off to the same spot. So
that'll even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Again, that wind just a huge factor so far in this game, already impacting in the first 4 pitches. See how it impacts the rest of our game as that pitch on the way, swung at.
Foul down the left field line.
Yep, foul down the left field line, just out-squeaked the third base line.
Andrew Wilson playing to his right, getting to the ball. Here we talk about Braylon Jackson being a threat on the bases, and he gets on often, a .476 on-base percentage coming into the night. But that one gets him strike 3 for a Garcia's of Seguin. Rattler strikeout, the first of the evening, and hopefully the first of many to come.
Yeah, and hopefully that's the start of a chain reaction for the Rattlers as they get their first out of the first inning. So now up to bat, number 13, Alex Beltran.
Beltran, the left fielder for the Rockets.
Pitch on the way from Vasquez. Assumes a bunting position. That one was good for the strike.
Beltran, just a sophomore, and he's batting .478. He's actually kind of worked his way into this number 2 spot. And I think the key to his success is that pencil bat.
Yeah,
you gotta love the pencil bat, right?
You gotta keep the game of school with you out in the field.
Well, he's committed to his academics as well as his athletics.
That one swung on and missed for strike number 2.
You want to get the ball right on the barrel, just underneath the eraser.
Yeah, just.
I think I don't know if that's something anyone's ever said, but that's a thing now.
And that's the thing when you have Beltran up to bat, as that pitch on the way. I got him for the strikeouts. So our Garcia is up. Seguin Rattler strikeout count is up to 2.
And Alex Beltran is erased.
Yeah. Good one.
Thank you.
All right.
I have prepped that since I saw the
good.
bat
Okay.
in pregame.
I was wondering where you came up with that one. So now up to bat number 42, Cole Winchell. That one good for strike number 1.
Golta Sr. for the Rockets, a .452 average coming into the season. He's the catcher, and he's got a strong arm. He's going to be a threat to Rattler base runners tonight.
That one good for strike number 2. An 0-2 count, so maybe we can go 3 up, 3 Garcias of Seguin Rattler strikeouts.
I think Garcia's wouldn't mind.
And that's exactly what happens as we get our 3rd Garcias of Seguin Rattler strikeout of the first inning. So that will be the end of the top of our first when we return leading off for the Rattlers, number 3, Juan Munoz. Until then, keep it here on the Rattler Up Network. Welcome back to Rattler Up Network. We have number 5, John Ramirez, pitching for the Rockets. We have number 3, Juan Munoz, leading off for the Rattlers. We just saw 3 flurries of strikeouts. Looking to see a flurry of runs now for the Rattlers.
Absolutely. And for the Rockets, it's our junior, John Ramirez. He's pitched 14 1/3 so far this season. He has a 12.70 ERA. He's walked 14 and struck out 6. And I will say from the beginning, right, the Rockets and the Rattlers, it's going to be tough tonight. I know at some point tonight I'm going to switch those up.
Oh, yeah. 2 R names. You've got to get them mixed up. It's just part of a habit. You got to do it once.
And so you see there the starting lineup for your Rattlers. It'll be Munoz, Ramirez, and Vasquez to get us started here in the bottom of the first.
And in that 4 spot is Charlie Helgeson. Charlie Helgeson been on a hot streak with his batting in the past couple of games. Got on base multiple times, scored multiple runs for the Rattlers, and it's just been a spark in the second half of the season.
Yeah, he's moved himself up into that cleanup spot. He leads the team in 4 statistical offensive categories, so he is one of the bats that's really led the way on this 3-game win streak for the Rattlers. Again, 32 runs over those 3 games. I mean, they have been hitting the ball and hitting it well, but you're going to have to hit it extra hard to get it cut through this wind. It's going to be line drive baseball with the wind blowing the way it is here tonight at Rattler Stadium. All right, Rockets gather around.
And we are
junior
ready.
John Ramirez.
We are ready to start the bottom of the first inning. Leading off, number 3, Juan Munoz, trying to get things started for the Rattlers.
Juan Munoz, a consistent leadoff hitter for the Rattlers. We talk every game, and it's worth mentioning. He comes into the night with 133 2/3 innings. He has played more baseball than any Rattler on this team, and that's why he's in that leadoff spot.
First pitch will hit Munoz, so he will advance to first off the hit by pitch.
That is the 7th time now that this season leads the team that he has been hit by a pitch, and that is the last guy you want on the bases. But what's going to be interesting here, so you've got Juan Munoz at first, and for the Rockets, Colt Winchell behind the plate has shown to have an incredibly strong arm. So we've got a little game within the game here starting in the bottom of the first. It's going to be interesting to see how aggressive Munoz is going to be on the base paths and whether or not Colt is going to be able to gun him down.
And you've got to think in this win, that strong arm is absolutely vital to get that throw out at second. As that pitch high for ball number 1.
Elijah Ramirez, the center fielder for the Rattlers. He squared around a bunt, took it back. We know wind, rain, or shine, Rattlers are going to play some small ball, some smart baseball. So Elijah squaring around a bunt to try to advance the runner. And I think getting runners into scoring position becomes such an important thing in this win,
That
right?
one outside for ball number 2. But yeah, super important so far.
So Juan Munoz takes a healthy lead off first, not even really looked back, quite frankly. As that pitch
one good for strike number 1. So that
Yeah.
makes it a 2-1 count for Ramirez.
Yeah, I'm kind of watching John Ramirez, the pitcher, not much of a check over at first. So Coach Christian Cogdell, the first base coach, definitely looking over as that ball's hit to left field and looks like it's going to land foul.
Yep, that one lands foul, so it makes it a 2-2 count for Ramirez. We have not seen the green light from our first base to get or try and steal that base.
Well, again, they may be respecting that arm behind the plate of Colt Winchell.
Yep, got
Also, just see what we've got here to start the inning as that ball
Is swung on, fouled off to right. So we remain at 2-2 count.
Coach Christian Cogdell, man in the first base side for the Rattlers, and as always, head coach, manager Brian Webb over at the third base side. Here comes the 2-2.
Yep.
Ramirez to Ramirez. Runner goes, throw down. Not in time.
Tried to angle that one to left to try and counter the wind, but that arm too strong. Does not take into the wind, so it's just off, and we steal second base.
It was just kind of a matter of time. You saw there wasn't a lot of look over, and Munoz has great speed, so another stolen base for Juan Munoz and a full count.
Full count pitch is low for ball number 4.
So the first 2 runners reach for the Rattlers.
So now up to bat will be number 6, Jack Vasquez, also on pitching duties for the Rattlers.
Yeah, Vasquez doing it at the plate, doing it on the mound. He comes in to this game with 4 sacrifices, so he is certainly a guy in that number 3 spot that can move guys along into scoring position. He leads the team in that. He has a .390 batting average coming into tonight's game. His time is called by the home plate umpire. As you mentioned, second baseman Charlie Helgeson has worked his way into that cleanup spot, and he waits on deck for the Rattlers.
First pitch on the way. It's good for strike number 1. He squared around a bunt. So doing that sacrificing, as you said, trying to play smart baseball, advance those runners. Ramirez. Batter steps off, calls time. Pitch on the way. That one swung at.
Finds the gap.
Yeah, finds the gap. So runners will advance for the Rattlers. 1 run will score. Runner stays at third, so that is good for the single.
Base hit, drives in a run. Juan Munoz comes around to score, and the Rattlers lead 1-0.
So Jack Vasquez got to single off that hit, so now up to bat will be number 22, Charlie Helgeson, who, as we said, has been kind of a captain for the Rattlers in these high-scoring games. He's been showing that he's able to get on base, advance these runners, and put points up on the board early.
Yeah, .433 batting average. He's driven in 26 runs in this season so far as he takes that pitch for a strike.
1. 0-1 count for Helgeson.
Runner goes, and that's going to be, I think we're going to get a balk here, and that balk will score a run. So the runner took off. Vasquez took off for second, and I'm not sure if there was a communication there, but John Ramirez, the Rocket pitcher, had gone into his motion, tried to stop his motion. Of course, you can't stop the motion once you've already done it, so the runner from third is allowed to come in, and the Rattlers now lead 2-0.
That pitch swung on, hit high up in the air. Second baseman trying to get under the track, and he can't.
Drops.
It lands fair, so that'll be good for at least a single. He's taking off to second, and he gets there.
And Vasquez comes all the way around from third to score. Rattlers lead 3-0. And Creek, I'm telling you, that is the absolute epitome of the wind. That was a ball that was nearly hit up the middle.
Yeah.
It landed on the first base line. The second baseman making every effort that he could to get over to the ball. It goes as an E4, but man, that is an E4 you just feel awful about seeing happen because that ball was in the air just floating across way there.
Yeah, that ball, as you said, hit right up the middle, but that wind just takes it all the way over there, and it's just so cool to, not so cool to see, I mean, cool for us.
Exactly.
That one, low for ball number 1.
So Andrew Wilson, the third baseman, with a 1-0 count, looking to add into this already 3-run top of the first.
That one swung at, couldn't make contact, makes it a 1-1 count for Wilson.
Helgeson, the runner at second.
Pitch on the way, swung at, hit towards the pitcher, he pops it up, it gets past him and the second baseman.
Yeah, Ramirez, the pitcher, did a great job getting a glove up, almost made the stop. I mean, fantastic defensive play there, and he actually keeps the ball from getting any further in. Second baseman, Elijah Flowers, really tried to get over to it, so good defense by Judson, but a great hit by Wilson, a second base hit of the inning, and the Rattlers have runners at the corners now for Colson Giese.
Yeah, so as you said, now up to bat number 25, Colson Giese trying to put more runs on the board. He has runner at scoring position at third, and he has Wilson at first.
I'll tell you what, Colson Giese leads the team with 3 home runs this season. But I mean, as we said, with this wind blowing out, it would take a monster shot to hit one out at this point.
And that one will hit
tags him.
Giese. So Giese advances to first off the hit by pitch. Wilson to second. So we have our bases loaded now for number 12, Cole Viatric.
Bases loaded, so a little bit of everything this inning. 2 hit by pitches, 2 base hits, a walk, and an error. And that's going to bring the Rockets manager out to the mound. I had not looked over to their bullpen to see if they had anybody warming up, so we don't know if this is a strategy talk. It doesn't look like they're making a move here yet.
Just want to talk it over. And we had a pinch runner come in for the Rattlers. I believe it was number 14, Miguel Garcia, coming in for Giese.
And Giese, the catcher, going to go back in and gear back up at the top of the second, but he's hoping it'll be a while before that happens. Really tough top of the first here for the Rockets. Still no outs recorded as the number 7 hitter, the first baseman, Cole Viatric, comes to the plate for the Rattlers. As you mentioned, Miguel Garcia now the runner at second, Charlie Helgeson at third. All right, first, I'm sorry, Charlie Helgeson at third and Andrew Wilson at second.
And they've got the runners. They went out there. It's Viatric's job to run it or get these runs through.
Cole comes into the game with a .302 batting average. He's driven in 9 so far, and he could push that up to 12 if he can empty the bases here. But right now, with a wind play like this, it becomes contact baseball. Just get a ball in play. As you saw, a routine fly ball to shallow center became a 2-bagger.
Yeah.
And so just put a ball in play and let Mother Nature be your friend.
Ramirez, the pitch is high for ball number 1.
And for Ramirez, tough inning, and it's so important to get that first out, right? Just to break the ice. If he can just get that first out and get himself where he can get back into a feel for things, it's so important for John Ramirez at the mound for the Rockets.
That pitch swung on, hit to Ramirez. A throw at home is good. And that is good for the double play for the Rockets.
Well, and that is about as good as it'll go for John Ramirez. He makes a fantastic play on a ball hit right back to him, knows there's a force inning play, gets the out at home. Catcher Colt Winchell throws it down to Cyrus Santos at first, and they get a double play and a chance to get out of this inning with a little less damage than before.
So now up to bat number 24, DJ Vasquez, still with 2 runners in scoring position at second and third, looking to drive those in here. Pitch on the way. It's low for ball number 1.
On that play, Andrew Wilson did advance to third, and Miguel Garcia advanced to second. So 2 runners on with 2 outs. Flared into left field. It's going to count for 1. 1 run will score. Coming around.
2-run score for the Rattlers, as that is good for the Rattler double from Vasquez. So Andrew Wilson, number 5, got around to score, as well as number 25, Colson Giese's ghost runner, number 14, Miguel Garcia.
And just like that, man, Ramirez gets the double play he desperately needs, and immediately the 2-run shot double from Vasquez changes things, and the Rattlers go up 5-0 here in this first inning, and as they send the 9th batter to the plate.
And that 9th batter, number 21, Nate Velasquez. First pitch is high for ball number 1.
So the Rattlers have batted through the lineup at this point with their number 9 spot at the plate right now. Nate Velasquez came into the game with a 217 average, slugging 304.
That one swung at, got past the shortstop, and it's good for the single.
Base hit from Velasquez sends Vasquez over to third. Runners at the corners, and we head back to the top of the lineup for the Rattlers.
So back to the top of the lineup, it's number 3, Juan Munoz up the bat. He started us off, getting all the way around to score, advancing on a hit by pitch.
Yeah, hit by pitch, stole second, got driven in from there to start this rally for the Rattlers. So far, a 5-run rally, and we've talked about 2-out rallies or something the Rattlers specialize in, so they have no concern that there's 2 outs in the inning here.
Ramirez pitch, good for strike number 1. Ramirez loading up to pitch.
Runner goes, no throw down. They're going to let him have second. They know they just need to get the out here at first.
And that one was low for ball number 1. Makes it a 1-1 count for Munoz. And as you said, Velasquez stole second there. That wind just making it killer to make those long throws out to second base. Pitch on the way. Swung at, hit high up in the air. See if that wind plays a factor here.
Second baseman Elijah Flowers stays with it and makes a very difficult catch. So great play for him to end the inning for the Rattlers.
Yeah, great play. You saw him. He had to wander, keep moving out there to stay under it. So the Rattlers rally to score 5 runs, making our score at the end of the first inning 5-0 Rattlers lead. We'll kick you to commercial break. Keep it here on the Rattler Up Network. Welcome back to Rattler Up Network. Now leading off for the Judson Rockets is number 8, Zane Santos. Still pitching for the Rattlers, number 6, Jack Vasquez. We just saw a great inning played by the Rattlers as that first pitch into the dirt for ball number 1.
Yeah, we have Grant up here helping us in the booth with our statistics, and he totaled up that first inning. 5 runs on 4 hits, no strikeouts, 3 walks, and 2 left on base. So a big inning for the Rattlers.
That one outside, ball number 2.
Third baseman Zane Santos to the plate for the Rockets. Junior come in batting .296 with a .486 on-base percentage.
2-0 pitch on the way, high for ball number 3. So Santos goes up early in the count, seeing if he has the green light to swing, expecting a strike as it is up near the batter for ball number 4. So Santos takes first off the walk.
So the first batter reaches for the Rockets here in the second inning.
So now up to bat will be number 2, Corey Johnson for the Rockets.
Johnson, a center fielder, a senior. He himself has been hit by a pitch 4 times this season, so more than happy to get on. And runner trapped, and immediately
So an easy out for the Rattlers. The runner caught lacking over there on the first base.
And that's just that Jack Vasquez special. You got to do your homework when you got Jack Vasquez on the mound. We've seen it so many times. We're not even worried when you get the leadoff runner on. How many times just in the games we've broadcast has the leadoff runner got on and immediately been picked off?
And it's happened multiple times. Jack Vasquez so talented doing that as he gets the first strike. Makes it an 0-1 count for Johnson.
Johnson comes in batting .286 with a .516 on-base percentage.
That one swung at and missed for strike number 2. We're trying to get our 4th Garcia of Seguin Rattler strikeout so far.
We want to load that up. 10 is the record, we can say, for a broadcast.
That one swung at and missed. Strike number 3 for our Garcias of Seguin Rattler strikeout. We are now up to 4 on the day.
So definitely on pace, that's for sure, right?
Pace is going great right now as we have number 12, Elijah Flowers, up to bat.
Elijah, a senior, playing second base today. He made a fantastic play in the wind, a tough catch to end the first inning.
As that one swung on and missed for strike number 1.
Elijah also pitches for the Rockets, so helping out on both sides of the ball.
Pitch on the way. Outside, ball number 1. Vasquez pitch on the way, swung at, fouled off to second.
Tried to check his swing there, just wasn't quite able to, and it dribbles down the third base line.
Yeah, dribbles on third base line, makes it a 1-2 count for Flowers. 1-2 pitch on the way.
That's there.
Good for the strikeouts. So we have our 5th Garcias of Seguin Rattler strikeout. And that will do it for the top of the second inning. The Rattlers back-to-back innings with 3 up, 3 down. And when we return from commercial break, it'll be the Rattlers back up to bat. Until then, keep it here on the Rattler Up Network. Welcome back to Rattler Up Network. Now leading off for the Rattlers, number 4, Elijah Ramirez. The Rattlers rallied to score 5 runs in the first inning, looking to match that stellar performance here. Ramirez got all the way around to score, reached on a walk back in the first inning.
And the interesting thing here, we've talked about the wind, just a whipping deep to right field, and it's affected play. And what the poor right field, second base, first base now are dealing with is the sun has come out from behind the clouds.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So the sun is in their face, the wind is blowing to right, and so this is the last place you want to be on defense is Rattler Stadium this evening. And the Rattlers are batting, so this is it worked out well for us.
Pitch on the way, outside, ball number 1.
It'll be Jack Vasquez, followed by Charlie Helgeson.
Pitch on the way. That one swung at, fouled off to right.
Back in the dugout there.
Makes it a 1-1 count for Ramirez.
Elijah coming in with so many statistical leads the team in on-base percentage, slugging, runs, hits, plate appearances, triples. So Elijah's been doing a little bit of it all here.
Ball number 2. But yeah, on our sheet, we have a lot of yellow in leading categories for Ramirez. 2-1 pitch. High for ball number 3. So a 3-1 count for Ramirez.
And if he gets on base, he also leads in stolen bases. 6 stolen bases so far this season.
And that one outside
And
for
he
ball
does.
number 4. So Ramirez gets his second walk of the evening. We have that Ramirez pitcher to Ramirez hitter connection there. It's number 6, Jack Vasquez, now up to bat.
So Jack looking to advance his own cause, 1 for 1 on the night, and it's come around to score.
Ramirez pitch is outside for ball number 1.
So Elijah certainly looking to advance here. 6 stolen bases on the season, as we mentioned. An opportunity. He's got a very aggressive lead.
Yeah, you got to see if he takes that chance. As that pitch, good for strike number 1, makes it a 1-1 count.
Well, and as we saw in the first inning, pitcher for the Rockets, John Ramirez, really not checking over to first much. So if Elijah sees a little bit more of that, he's going to go ahead and take advantage and get going. And there he goes. Oh, but the ball is fouled away, so he'll return to first. I think he saw that. He sees that if you're not going to keep me on, I'm going to take second.
So it makes it a 1-2 count for Vasquez. Ramirez has to return to first. It was a successful stolen base. Unfortunately, the foul ball just erases that. So it's a 1-2 count for Vasquez. Pitch on the way. Outside, ball number 2.
So Elijah has got his wind back from stealing second one time. Let's see if I like the odds that he goes again this time. He's all the way out to that first cut.
He is all the way out there to that green cut. Being very aggressive.
There he goes.
Going again.
Oh, and the shortstop, Rayleigh Jackson, hasn't hit his glove, but comes out.
So it's good for the E5. Advances to first base. Ramirez to second.
So for Elijah, he steals second 2 times and gets no credit for a stolen base because one fouls off, the other's hit into the glove of the shortstop. But either way, he ends up in scoring position. That's the good thing. 2 runners on and nobody out for Charlie Helgeson.
So Helgeson up to bat. Ramirez the pitch. It's high for ball number 1.
You know, now you're looking at the middle infield. I mean, the second baseman really the only one even attempting to keep Elijah honest there. And the pitcher not even looking back. You got to wonder if Elijah's not going to maybe be looking to grab
Third base
a run
as well.
at third.
So that one's outside, ball number 2. Yeah, you've got to see that third base is open if they want to try to attempt and steal there. A shorter throw, obviously, but that one is outside, ball number 3.
Well, I think here with a 3-0 count, you've got Ramirez on the mound showing a little loss of control here this inning. And so at this point, why chance taking third if you might just get the walk that loads the bases? If you're Helgeson, though, I got to believe you got a green light with a 3-0 count.
So pitch on the way.
No, he did take that pitch.
Yeah, just took that one and makes it a 3-1 count. A nice pitch by Ramirez.
It doesn't seem possible, but I feel like the wind has gotten stronger.
Yeah, it does feel like it's gotten stronger through our flags. 3-1 count into the dirt.
And there
for
is that ball 4. Loads the bases.
And
And that's why he wasn't going to bother with taking third. I think he was expecting to be able to go ahead and head that way himself.
walk, yeah. So now up to bat, number 5, Andrew Wilson.
Andrew comes into the day batting 283, a 383 slugging. He's got 21 RBIs on the season. And a bases full of Rattlers to drive that number up here for Wilson.
Ramirez pitch on the way, swung at, fouled off to right.
Looked like he just got underneath that one.
Goes all the way back to our practice field. So an 0-1 count for Wilson. Pitch on the way, high for ball number 1.
Yeah, we've got to, at some point, get our cameraman to follow. I don't know how we do it, but watching the kids chase down the foul balls that make it to the practice field and other areas is entertaining broadcasting in and of itself.
That one was fouled off to left for strike number 2.
Catcher Colson Giese waits on deck for the Rattlers.
So 1-2 count for Wilson. Bases loaded. Ramirez pitch on the way, swung at, hit high up in the air, fouled off right. Not quite into the practice field, but it hits the gate to go there. 1-2 count. So Wilson doing a good job of protecting the plate.
Your chips are on the ground.
That one low for ball number 2.
Evens the count.
Evens the count at 2. We got a 2-2 count. No outs so far in the inning. Bases loaded. Pitch swung at towards the left, towards that left fielder who gets under it to make the play. They tag up at third. No throw to home, so that'll be good for the Rattlers' 6th run of the game. Number 4, Elijah Ramirez got all the way around to score. So Wilson picks up the first out for the Rattlers. So now
left fielder Alex Beltran for the Rockets makes the play, makes the catch, throws it in, but can't catch Ramirez, and the run scores.
So now up to bat number 25, Colson Giese for the Rattlers, who was hit by a pitch back in the first inning. Got all the way around to score. So now a 6-0 game. Judson trying to get this one back into their control, not wanting to let it get away from them early. As that one outside, ball number 1. Ramirez pitch on the way, swung at, hit high up in the air. Center fielder and right fielder trying to meet it. The right fielder does, makes the out. They tag up at second, so the runner advances to third.
So another sacrifice fly. That one goes to the right fielder. And again, if you can picture something, I don't know if it catches on the screen there, but just something that you see that's crazy is the idea that the center fielder started on that ball left of the logo in center field, the Rattler logo. And it ended up being caught by the right fielder in normal right fielder territory as the wind continues to howl.
Next, I mentioned the center fielder going after it first because it was right down the middle, and it goes all the way out there to the right fielder to make the catch. So 2 outs in the inning. Number 12, Cole Viatric up to bat. That one outside, ball number 1.
Gold, first baseman tonight for the Rattlers. Comes in batting .302. Got 9 RBI. 2 Rattlers on the base pass for him to knock in.
1-0 count. Outside, ball number 2.
You know, this is an interesting, when you get a lead early like this, you're up 6-0, you've had full control of the game. As a ball player, you got to still just play your game. Don't start swinging for the fences. Don't start playing differently than what got you here. And that's one of the things, the mental aspect of the game here.
That was high for ball number 3.
Cole will have a 3-0 count here. But again, aggressively, you want to see a green light, you want to drive in a bunch of runs. But the idea here is, hey, let's let him throw ball forward and load the bases up for DJ Vasquez, right?
Yeah. Got to be thinking, let this one go by. Try and get the easy walk. Make the bases loaded for Vasquez. Vasquez already shown that he can put a ball in play with a double back in the first inning. As that pitch outside is exactly what we said for ball number 4. So he will get the walk. Our bases loaded. So now up to bat number 24, DJ Vasquez.
DJ, a senior for the Rattlers. He's got a shout out for his mom and his brother Derek because they are his biggest supporters. So they're excited to watch him here, probably live at Rattler Stadium, and maybe some family watching here on the Rattler Up Network.
Pitch on the way, swung at, fouled off to left, so makes it an 0-1 count.
So the Rattlers, the kings of the 2-out rally, and DJ Vasquez looking to see if he can make that happen here. Tack on some more.
Yeah, the Rattlers, as you said, shown time and time again that the number of outs up on the board do not matter.
They mean nothing.
They will keep swinging, keep getting these runs to go through.
Well, DJ Vasquez, his favorite team is the Yankees. His favorite player, Aaron Judge. We'd like to see that Aaron Judge home run swing here in this at-bat for sure, right?
Swing and miss for strike number 2, but not the Aaron Judge from opening night.
Or much of the Aaron Judge from the World Baseball Classic,
Yeah.
quite frankly.
That pitch outside, ball number 1. Yeah, I don't follow much baseball, but I did get to see that Aaron Judge stat.
Yeah, not what you want if you're one of the best players in the league.
Yeah, no. 1-2 count. Pitch on the way. Swung at. Got past the first
That's a great
baseman,
shot.
so that is fair. 1 run will score for the Rattlers. They have the signal to keep going, so 2 runs score for the Rattlers.
3 runs will come in.
So all 3 runs coming for the Rattlers, as that is good for a triple down the first base line.
So a huge hit for DJ Vasquez comes all the way around to third. I mean, he drilled that one right down the line to clear the bases. 9-0 lead for the Rattlers here.
So yeah, 9-0 lead. It's number 21, Nate Velasquez, up to hit. That one high for ball number 1.
Nate reached on a base hit in the first.
1-0 count for Velasquez. Ramirez the pitch, swung at.
Tough play to third. Charging on it is Zane Santos. He goes to the plate instead of getting the play at first. So they're going to have him in a rundown.
They get
And they
the out
get
at
him.
third. So they
So
do.
an interesting play there from Santos. The play is at first to get out of the inning, but unfortunately the runner gave him an opportunity, so he went ahead and went to the plate, and it ends up working out for the Rockets, and they end the inning, and the Rattlers score 4.
Yeah, so the Rattlers score 4 to make our score 9-0. We'll kick you over to commercial break. Keep it here on the Rattler Up Network. Pitch on the way, swung at and missed for strike number 1. That was number 20, Cyrus Santos, up to bat.
Yeah, huge inning again for the Rattlers. They pick up 4 more. They go up 9-0 after 2.
That one swung at, fouled off behind home plate, an early 0-2 count. So we've already had 5 Garcias of Seguin Rattler strikeouts. We're on pace to break that record of 10. Pitch on the way. They call it low for ball number 1. Gotta write that one down on my thing, as you said, as one of those questionable calls.
As an announcer, you get to make a note sometimes,
You
right?
got to see Charlie Helgeson already celebrating the strikeout. That one hit towards the third baseman, who makes the incredible catch for the first out of our 3rd inning.
Andrew Wilson right there to make the play for the first out. Great play by Wilson, just line drive right in his face, and he was there to make the catch.
So now up to bat number 5, John Ramirez, the pitcher for the Rockets. Vasquez the pitch. That one's low for ball number 1.
Chance to get something going for his own campaign here.
One 0 count. Pitch on the way. Swung at and missed for strike number 1.
Right fielder Jaden Mendoza waits on deck for the Rockets.
Vasquez the pitch. It's low for ball number 2. 2-1 count for Ramirez. Umpire calling time. Batter steps back in. Vasquez 2-1 pitch on the way. They say couldn't quite see that call. Didn't see if he got all the way around to count for the strike.
Yeah, the scoreboard's saying 3-1. It was a hard time to see that one as well.
That one swung at, hit towards the shortstop, who gets under it to make the play for the second out of our 3rd inning.
And again, a very difficult play to make with this wind blowing the way it is. It just kind of circles around for those defensive players that are having to make those catches. But Juan Munoz circles out and makes the catch for the second out of the inning.
And thankfully for those outfielders, the sun has gone down.
Yes.
So the sun is no longer in our outfielders' eyes.
We're back to just wind.
Yeah, back to just wind. So we have number 17, Jaden Mendoza, up to bat. Vasquez the pitch. Good for strike number 1. Vasquez pitched on the way, swung at, fouled off into the dirt for strike number 2.
Vasquez ahead 0-2 early here to Mendoza.
So we've got an 0-2 count. Looking to get our 6th. Rattlers of Seguin. Strikeout as that one swung at. Lands fair. The throw out to first is made for the 3rd and final out of the top of the 3rd inning.
Man, Munoz and Helgeson really coming together on that play. Helgeson dials out of the way, gets out of the way, lets Munoz make the play, and they retire the side.
So 3 straight innings of 3 up, 3 down as we will send you to commercial break. Keep it here on the Rattler Up Network. Welcome back to Rattler Up Network. The Rattlers, as I said, have had 3 straight innings of 3 up, 3 down, so it has just been defensive dominance so far for the Rattlers, and they've also capitalized by putting up 9 runs.
Yeah, 9 runs on 4 hits, 6 walks, and 2 errors. So the Rattlers are swinging the ball hard. The defense is having a little bit of struggle for the Rockets, and that's a disaster waiting to happen as it's a 9-0 lead, and the Rattlers looking to add to it here as we head back to the top of the lineup. It'll be the 3rd time through for each batter at this point.
That's what Adrian thinks because I won't tell him. But I'm not gonna like go up and be like, hey, he's a junior.
So up to bat for the Rattlers.
We lead off with shortstop Juan Munoz.
Pitch on the way. Good for strike number 1.
Munoz 0 for 1 today, led off the game with a hit by pitch, came around to score after stealing second. He flew out to the second baseman on an impressive catch in this wind in the second inning.
That one's good for strike number 2.
Or actually in the first. He actually batted twice in the first inning.
Pitch on the way. It's low for ball number 1. Almost hit the batter. Couldn't quite nick him.
I'll tell you what, the pitcher Ramirez, he's got what looks to be a really solid curveball. He's just having a hard time placing it over the plate. And that one was there.
Yeah, that one swung and missed for strike number 3. It's the first out of the third inning.
And that's huge for Ramirez right on the mound to get that first out. He's not been able to get a first out in the inning. He's not gotten the leadoff guy yet. And so the confidence of now having that first one taken care of could be huge. And if he can just get a quick inning here, that could be a big thing for him.
Yeah, big swing of momentum because the Rattlers have just been rolling so far earlier in this game as it's number 4, Elijah Ramirez up to bat.
He's drawn 2 walks tonight, so no official plate appearance. He's come around to score both times.
Ramirez pitch on the way. It's high for ball number 1.
Pitcher Jack Vasquez waits on deck for the Rattlers. As the poles continue to rattle, the flags continue to wave hard here at Rattler Stadium.
That pitch, good for strike number 1, but our flags looking like they're about to come off of our stands. They are certainly rattling.
There may be some neighbors in the Bowie neighborhood that just end up with some flags in their yard later tonight. That one's hit out into left field.
Left fielder trying to get under it. It lands fair.
Drops fair.
So that is good for the Rattler double.
So Elijah finds exactly where to leave it. Left fielder Alex Beltran not able to get there. And a double gets Ramirez to second for pitcher Jack Vasquez.
I mean, you've got to think the win there put it fair because it landed right on that third base line.
Yeah, the shortstop was running out to it. The left fielder was coming in on it. Again, very, very difficult to judge in this wind. But Elijah puts it right where it needs to be, and the Rattlers are back in business here in the third.
Pitch on the way, swung at. Straight to the third baseman. The throw out to first is in time for the out.
No, it got away. And
it got away from him, so a runner will advance to third as well.
Yeah, the throw across was in the dirt. First baseman Cyrus Santos tried to dig it out, but wasn't able to, so it's going to go as an E5. The second error for the third baseman, Zane Santos, on the game. It allows Elijah Ramirez to move to third. So with 1 out, the Rattlers have runners on the corners.
And now up to bat to bring in those runners is number 22, Charlie Helgeson.
And Charlie, you talked about it in the pregame, right? He's really earned his way into this cleanup spot. He reached on an error in the first and then was just forced out at the plate. Bases were loaded. He had nowhere to go.
That one's good for strike number 1.
Walked in the second, came around to score. We're going to add to his team-leading 26 RBIs.
Swung at, called foul, makes it an 0-2 count.
Right over the head of Coach Brian Webb there. And I say that, but as I take a second look, it was right over the head of Coach Christian Cogdill.
Yeah, that looked like Cogdill to me. Is that one?
Runner takes off. They don't make a throw down, so Vasquez takes second on ball 1.
Makes it a 1-2 count for Helgeson.
So, you get games like this where you get guys that, maybe don't have normal at-bat, haven't had as many at-bats. You get them an opportunity. But how about this? Coaches also in that situation, right? Cogdill getting a chance to run things at third base as that ball's hit right to shortstop.
Shortstop, the throw out at first is made for the second out of the inning.
And yeah, Coach Jeremy Gonzalez now over at first base. So an opportunity for both player and coach to get some new experiences and get some new things as we build toward the rest of this district season, especially as we mentioned, heading into that big home and away against Steele next week.
So it's number 5, Andrew Wilson up to bat. Pitch on the way. Up near the batter for ball number 1.
Wilson 1 for 1 on the night with a base hit and a run scored.
Pitch on the way, swung at, fouled off, deep to right. 1-1 count for Wilson. Pitch on the way outside, ball number 2.
If Wilson extends the inning, it'll be catcher Colson Giese waiting on deck.
Ramirez's pitch high for ball number 3. So a 3-1 count for Wilson. We've got a hat down on the field.
The shortstop's hat literally blew across to the second baseman.
If you thought we were lying about the wind, we are not.
We cannot describe enough to you how windy it is and how thankful we are to be in the booth.
Yeah, we are protected from all this weather in our sanctuary of a booth.
Yes.
So a 3-1 count, pitch on the way, and it is high for ball number 4. So Andrew Wilson will take first off of the walk. We've got bases loaded once again for the Rattlers as number 25, Colson Giese, looks to bring them in.
The 7th walk for the night that the Rattlers have drawn. Giese, the catcher, heads to the plate. Scored in the first inning, sacrificed in the second.
Ramirez, pitch on the way, swung at.
Right where you want to be, right back up the middle, going to score at least 2.
So 1-2 run score for the Rattlers. First baseman can handle it cleanly, and that is good for the Colson Giese double.
So Giese with the double drives in some more. The Rattlers go up 11-0.
So that was number 4, Elijah Ramirez, getting around to score his 3rd run. Same with number 6, Jack Vasquez, his 3rd run as well. So they have Andrew Wilson at 3rd and Giese at 2nd as number 12, Cole Viatric, will be up to bat. They've got 2 outs in the inning.
So Viatric looking to get in on the action here.
Pitch up near the batter for ball number 1.
The way he reacted, I actually thought it almost had hit him.
I know, it looked like it. He got away just enough to avoid contact. So it's a 1-0 count for Viatric. That one way behind the batter for ball number 2. So number 5, Don Ramirez, starting to lose some of that control as he has 2 straight balls up near and behind the batter.
Now, if he corrects between the 2, then Viatric's going to first because he's going to get hit with a pitch.
2-0 count on the way. Outside ball number 3, so goes all the way across the plate to get ball number 3.
Nowhere to put, nowhere to go but over here. But for Viatric, runner open at first base, he can load the bases if he draws the walk.
Ramirez, 3-0 counts. Pitch on the way.
It's ball 4 to load it up.
It is low for ball number 4, so we have another bases loaded situation, this time for number 24, DJ Vasquez, who hit a triple last inning, also on a full bases loaded scenario. So he's already shown that he can do it. Looking to do it again.
I'm not sure what the umpire was checking on there, but we look clear to go. And DJ will be good. A base hit and a triple for the evening for DJ.
Pitch on the way, swung at, hit to the second baseman. The throw out to first is made for the 3rd and final out of our 3rd inning. So the Rattlers rally to score 2 more runs in the bottom of the 3rd. We will cut you to commercial break. Keep it here on the Rattler Up Network. Welcome back to Rattler Up Network. We had the Rattlers put 2 more runs on the board, bringing our score 11-0. It'll be Judson back up to hit. They've made a full rotation of the lineup, so it's number 22, Braylon Jackson, up to bat.
Braylon, one of the 3 batters to strike out 1, 2, 3 in the first, a sophomore for the Rockets. One of their best players. He's worked his way into that leadoff spot.
That one low for ball number 1.
Lots of reports to keep him off the bases for sure, as he's got some speed, so he's looking to get himself on and get something going for the Rockets. Pitch misses, ball 2. Here's the 2-0.
That one near the batter, but good for strike number 1.
Yeah, Jackson really on top of the plate there, really trying to challenge that inside pitch. So Vasquez goes inside and catches that inside corner for a strike.
Pitch on the way. It's low for ball number 3.
To follow Jackson for the Rockets will be Alex Beltran and Colt Winchell.
3-1 pitch on the way. It is high for ball number 4.
So Jackson, the first runner to reach for, or the second runner to reach now for the Rockets. Second walk issued by Jack Vasquez. He erased the first walk with a quick pickoff move. And so this will be interesting because we know that Jackson at first has some speed, not likely to be fooled by that pickoff move. So we'll see how aggressive he is at first, as well as see how aggressive Jack is on the mound.
Yeah, and he's playing really close to that first base bag, not wanting to be picked off.
Well, for the Rockets, you got to keep runner. You got to have runners.
Yeah.
And on the one hand, you want to get aggressive, maybe, but you're down 11. You can't take chances. And yeah, he had a barely 2-step lead off that bag. He's going to try to let his teammate Alex Beltran bring him around.
That one inside for the ball makes it a 1-0 count for Beltran.
Beltran, another sophomore. So sophomores leading off for the Rockets.
That pitch swung at and missed for strike number 1.
Beltran with a .613 on base percentage, so this kid definitely knows how to get on base and get things started. He's got a chance to do something big and get something opened up for Judson here.
Pitch on the way, good for strike number 2, makes it a 1-2 count.
Yeah, Vasquez returned to the fastball there. He'd been kind of experimenting with some off speeds, trying to locate things, decided to blow one through here.
1-2 pitch on the way.
Runner goes. Jack throws down to first,
The
but
throw at
unfortunately
second
not
is
able
not
to get
made.
there. So they had him on the pickoff. He went ahead and took off. Jack had him down, but the throw down to the second base took the shortstop off the bag, and the runner gets the base.
So they did not listen to Coach Odom up here in the booth. They did advance the runner, and it worked successfully. So we have a 1-2 count for Beltran. Or excuse me, 2-2 count. Oh, no, 1-2 count. Pitch on the way. Swung at and missed for strike number 3. So we have our Garcias of Seguin Rattler strikeout total up to 6 now.
It had been a while. We went the whole third inning without mentioning Garcias of Seguin, right? We're glad to have you back, Garcias of Seguin, for the 6th time tonight.
So now up to bat number 42, Colt Winchell. Vasquez, pitch on the way. High for ball number 1.
Third baseman Zane Santos on deck for the Rockets.
Pitch on the way.
Just misses.
And just misses for ball number 2.
So again, at second now, Braylon Jackson, the leadoff hitter for the Rockets. Talked about he has some speed. He showed it advancing to second now.
Pitch on the way. It's high for ball number 3.
Second batter this inning now that Vasquez has fallen behind on. Both times he seems to just rely back on that fastball to get him back on track, so to speak.
3-0 pitch. On the
Runner
way.
goes. Throw
That
down
was
to
good
third.
for the strikeout. The ball gets past the third baseman. He will not challenge home. So it makes it a 3-1 count for Winchell. but Jackson gets to third base.
So just as we said, so 2 stolen bases for the man that we talked about, the speed being an issue. So a chance for them to get on the board here and avoid the shutout is the first step, right? If you're going to score 11, you got to start with the first one.
Yep.
And the Rockets are threatening.
So 3-1 count. Vasquez the pitch. It's high for ball number 4, so Winchell will take first off the walk.
Third walk issued for Jack Vasquez tonight.
So now up to bat number 8, Zane Santos, who drew the walk back in the second inning, was picked off immediately there around first as Webb will call time and talk it over with his pitcher.
There is some action in the bullpen, but this looks to be more of a talk at the mound here.
And that's actually Coach Gonzalez going out
makes
there
his
to
way
talk
out. They'll face Zane Santos coming out of this talk. Santos, a junior for the Rockets. He has the second most doubles on the team. He has 9 RBIs, and he came into the game leading the team with 8 walks. He added to that, getting his 9th walk in the second inning. So 6 strikeouts for Jack Vasquez on the night, but also 3 base on balls. So he's missed on a few batters here. Runners on the corners. The nice thing here, infield will be playing double play depth. If Jack can draw that double play ground ball, the Rattlers will get out of the inning. Throw down to first, almost in time.
Just couldn't quite get there in time, so it'll remain nothing on our count. Runners on the corners.
If you're Colt Winchell at first base, I mean, you don't even know how to hardly take a lead. There's no reason to even chance it. And again, throw over just in case.
They want to keep him honest after they saw Jackson.
Winchell's smart enough to know he's 2 paces off the bag. Nothing to be gained here by getting aggressive at first base. You've got your first chance now in the 4th. You don't want to blow it if you're Judson. Foul ball back toward the Judson dugout for strike 1.
0-1 count now.
Center fielder Corey Johnson waits on deck for Judson. Wind just continues to howl. At some point, do we just run out of wind?
Yeah.
It's been since we arrived here at 5 o'clock. It's been insane.
So an 0-1 count for Santos.
As I demonstrate my complete lack of understanding of how weather works.
Yep. They're keeping him honest at first.
Yeah, the last thing you want, that double play is your ticket out of the inning. And so Jack Vasquez knows he does not want Colt Winchell at first base to get any advantage to not be able to hit that double play if they get the ground ball they're looking for.
That one swung on a miss for strike number 2. An 0-2 count for Santos.
Santos was the first victim of the Jack Vasquez pickoff maneuver earlier in the game.
That one swung at.
Foul back for the screen.
Home plate. So it'll remain an 0-2 count for Santos. They have number 2, Corey Johnson on deck.
Two RBI opportunities here for Santos on the base paths as Vasquez steps off.
Want to make sure he gets the perfect pitch. Trying to not let Judson get on the board. Pitch on the way, swung at and missed for our 7th Garcias of Seguin Rattler strikeout.
7 strikeouts for Jack Vasquez on the night. He has just found great command and throwing pitches that the Rockets just can't get around on. He's got that fastball that's coming so hard, and you could see him when he unleashes it. It just is such a great fastball. And when they have to sit and worry about fastball, the off speed comes in to bite them every time.
Now up to bat number 2, Corey Johnson. That pitch good for strike number 1.
A little less concern now for Winchell at first, as the runner at first isn't as consequential with 2 outs. Go get the batter and get yourself out of the inning.
Swung at and missed for the 2nd strike.
There's that fastball again, so 0-2 count here.
Yeah,
I don't know. I like fastball here. I know that they're having a hard time with it. Go fastball once more.
Pitch on the way.
Oh, that one gets
past
away.
the catcher. Neither runner will attempt to advance. Makes it a 1-2 count for Johnson.
Yeah, runner at third, Brayley Jackson. Yeah, with the speed he has, I'm surprised he didn't advance, but I don't think he realized until it was a hair bit too late that it had actually gotten away from Colsagisi. So he remains. I'm not quite sure why Winchell didn't advance to second on that. That seems like a missed opportunity.
So 1-2 count. Rattlers need one more out to end the inning.
Got him.
And it is swung at and missed for the strikeouts. That is our 8th Garcias of Seguin Rattler strikeout of the day. So we will cut you over to commercial break, and when we return, the Rattlers will be back up to bat with number 21, Nate Velasquez, leading off. Until then, keep it here on the Rattler Up Network. Welcome back to Rattler Up Network. We have the Rattlers already up 11-0, looking to tack on a couple extra runs. It's number 21, Nate Velasquez, leading off for the Rattlers. And on deck, number 14, Miguel Garcia.
And for the Rockets, they will go ahead and bring in their next pitcher, number 20, Grace Santos will come in to pitch. So John Ramirez will have completed 3 innings total. He gave up 11 runs on 6 hits. He had a strikeout with 8 walks. In his defense, 3 errors behind him on defense. So he did have some moments where he could have gotten out of some jams, but it's just been the Rattler bats have been hard to stop here in this game so far with an 11-0 lead. So Santos will come on to pitch. He'll remain in the lineup. He started the game at first, so he'll remain in that 7th spot in the batting lineup, and he'll see how he faces against the Rattlers, who will send up the 9, 1, and 2 slots in the lineup for them.
And Santos, very tall, towering over those other infielders.
Yeah, you saw that when they came to the mound. We don't have the height weight.
Yeah, no, we don't have
on
any
the roster,
measurables.
but he's I got to say 6'1", 6'2", minimally, right? So that'll be an interesting arm angle that'll be a lot different than what the Rattlers saw before.
As that one swung on, fouled off, deep to right.
Nate had a base hit in the first, reached on a fielder's choice in the second.
So an 0-1 count. Santos throwing motion very different from Ramirez.
Yeah, that the ball held very tight into the vest. So it's interesting. Not only being tall, like we said, we're estimating maybe 6'2". The Judson fans at home are probably yelling, "Hey, it's this much." I'm sorry, we don't have the stat. I'm so sorry, but but then you combine that with that really compact delivery, it makes for an interesting delivery to have to battle with for the Rattlers.
That one swung on, fouled off to right, 1-2 count. Yeah, we're elevated up here, so our height perception isn't exactly perfect. So we've got a 1-2 count for Velasquez. Pitch on the way, swung at.
And that's down the
Hit
line.
fair.
Going around first, he's going to go ahead and hold up. So a base hit down the third base line to get the Rattlers back in action here in the bottom half of the fourth inning.
Just sneak that one down the third baseline. Good for a single, as it'll be number 14, Miguel Garcia, hitting for the first time for the Rattlers. Garcia came in to pinch run earlier, now gets his opportunity to swing at the plate.
Now Miguel's been on the base pass, a chance to earn himself there himself.
And that one's outside, ball number 1.
We as announcers are not allowed to have favorite players, but I will say it goes a great long way when his favorite team is the Cubs and his favorite player is Nico Horner. I think that just shows intelligence. I think it shows athleticism. These are all just things I've just noticed from the media. If you know, certainly not any kind of favoritism here.
Now, if you cannot tell, Mr. Odom is a Cubs fan.
Am I?
Oh, yeah. I think
I
I'd
forgot
say
I
a
am.
little bit you are a Cubs fan. So if you want to win his heart, just be a Cubs fan, and he will talk positively of you on the broadcast, as that one's fouled off. Makes it a 1-1 count.
So we give you the secrets behind the Rattler Up Network here.
So a 1-1 count for Garcia, his first at-bat of the game. Santos to pitch. Outside, ball number 2.
I coincidentally happen to really love Andrew Wilson because Dansby Swanson is his favorite player. Big lead at first there for Nate.
So 2-1 count, swung at and missed. 2-2 count.
Yeah, Miguel had a big swing on that one.
Two pitch outside, ball number 3. So a full count for Garcia, has a runner at first. Pitch outside, ball number 4. So Garcia takes the walk, gets onto first base. So now up to bat, number 16, Judah Diaz.
Another big opportunity for a Rattler here to get an at-bat. Hadn't had a lot of at-bats this season, so Judah goes to the plate with runners at first and second.
First pitch on the way, swung at and missed for strike number 1. That one good for strike number 2. So an 0-2 count for Diaz.
Diaz will need to protect here with 2 strikes. Ronnie Mendez Soto waits on deck for the Rattlers.
That one outside, ball number 1.
One-two pitch coming from Santos here.
Swung at and missed for strike number 3. So Diaz will pick up the first out of our bottom of the 4th inning. So now up to bat.
Number 15, Ronnie Mendez Soto, the senior.
We've seen Ronnie get in pitching. An excellent pitcher for the Rattlers.
Getting a chance to do it at the plate here. Astros fan, favorite player Jose Altuve. Also likes to follow boxing. You a boxing fan, Creek?
Am I a boxing fan? Yes. I do like to watch some boxing on occasions. That one good for the strike. 0-1 counts for Soto. That one's low. Ball number 1.
Number 10, Dallas Villa waiting on deck for the Rattlers as Webb continues to give some opportunities to some players here.
One count. That one swung at, hit towards the second baseman, who is able to get under it and make the catch for the second out of the inning.
Tough catch there for the second baseman, Elijah Flowers. Again, we've talked all night about it. A ball that he started breaking toward the second base bag to make the catch. He finishes making the play way closer to first base. He had to almost rotate his body, but he stayed with it. A great eye on the ball to stay with it and make that play.
So now up to bat will be number 10, Dallas Villa.
Dallas is pitched for the Rattlers, getting a chance now to get a bat on the ball.
And that one he does. The throw to second is made for the third and final out of our 4th inning. The Rattlers not able to tack any more runs on the board, so we will send you to commercial break. Keep it here on the Rattler Up Network. Welcome back to Rattler Up Network. Leading off for the Judson Rockets, number 12, Elijah Flowers.
And pitching for the Rattlers here in the top of the 5th, number 15, Ronnie Mendez Soto came on to bat in the last inning. Will stay on to pitch for the Rattlers. And so for Jack Vasquez, he finishes having pitched 4 innings, allowed no runs on no hits, 8 strikeouts, and 3 walks. So a fantastic outing from Jack Vasquez. And now Ronnie with the opportunity to close it out. The save opportunity is not there in an 11-0 win, but it's certainly a way to close it out here. And it is with an 11-run lead, the Rockets are going to need to at least score 2 to continue baseball here at Rattler Stadium, because the 10-run rule is in effect here in the 5th.
Pitch on the way. It is low for ball number 1.
If after Flowers, new pitcher Cyrus Santos is on deck, followed by John Ramirez.
Pitch on the way. Good for strike number 1. if Ronnie is able to get 3 strikeouts in this inning, we will have a new Rattler record in only 5 innings of play.
Yeah, the 10 was set within a normal 7-inning game. So as we get on pace to break the record, we could potentially have a shortened game. But we certainly thank our friends at Garcia's of Seguin for sponsoring the strikeouts and for just taking care of Rattler Baseball and that wonderful Rattler Baseball Booster Club. We really appreciate those partnerships.
Ronnie's pitch swung at, fouled off to right.
It's such a special night here tonight, as we saw. If you were here with us at the beginning of the game, and if you're just joining us, go back and watch. First responder night here tonight. You see the Rattlers jerseys there, the special uniform. This is used once a year, only on first responder night. The special uniform of uniforms, as our first responders from EMT, police, fire, and all those agencies were welcomed and honored here this morning. We thank them for all that they do to keep us safe.
Ronnie's pitch swung at, fouled off to right. And the Rattlers deliver a perfect gift to our first responders.
Yeah, they really did.
So a 1-2 count for Flowers. No outs in the inning. Pitch on the way, swung at, gets past the third baseman and shortstop, and that'll be good for the single.
So the first hit of the game for the Rockets.
So now up to bat, number 20, Cyrus Santos, also has pitching duties for the Rockets.
Throw over to first, not in time.
Still keeping him honest on the first base.
Santos started the game at first base, came in to pitch in the fourth.
Ronnie's pitch low for ball number 1.
Santos, the only inning the Rattlers did not score a run, so he did a great job to hold the Rattlers to 11 to give Judson a chance to claw back into this game. Again, they got to get 2 in this inning to keep playing ball. Flowers gets the lead at first.
Pitch on the way. That one's low, ball number 2.
You know, the flags are the most obvious sign of the wind, but I think it also, just take a look at the Rattler players' jerseys. As you see there on Ronnie's number 15, you just see the jersey fluttering across his shoulders. And we've seen it taken and affect the baseball in so many ways tonight. It's been so tough for those infielders and outfielders to make plays tonight.
That pitch on the way outside, ball number 3. But as you said, the wind been a factor in so many different things, taking hats, making balls foul and fair, and making the outfielders and infielders' jobs just so much harder.
Yeah, the shortstop's hat blew all the way to second base earlier to really demonstrate what's going on there tonight.
So 3-0 pitch on the way. Swung at and missed for strike number 1.
So Ronnie falling behind here to Santos, but clawing back. Throws a great pitch to go back to 3-1.
Three-one pitch on the way.
Not quite.
Not quite for ball number 4. So Santos will take first off the walk. Flowers to second. And now up to bat number 5, John Ramirez, who pitched earlier in the game for the Rockets.
So, you know, you typically talk about the tying run being on base, the winning run being on base. I guess we have the game extending run is now at first base. If Santos can come around and score, then we will continue here in the 5th as we get a pinch runner in for that game extending player. If I can get a number, I'm sorry, I can't get that number yet, but we'll get that name out for our pinch runner.
So we'll get the number as soon as we can. Until then, Ronnie, runners on first and second, pitch on the way, and it hits the batter. So he will take first off the hit by pitch.
So that will load the bases. Pinch runner is number 9, Jaime Medina, that will move down to second. Elijah Flowers to third. And Ramirez to first with the bases loaded and nobody out.
So bases loaded. Webb's going to go out and talk to Ronnie.
Doesn't bring the infield in, so this is just a one-on-one conversation. Settle him down. Remind him, hey, you've been here. You've done that. You've done a great job. It is hard entering a game, though, in a situation like this. It's an 11-0 lead. Game kind of out of hand. You would think, well, it's easy. There's no pressure, but that feels different. You know, when you enter a game in a 5-3 game, in a 4-2 game, a 6-5 game, you enter with that pressure, and that's just what you're used to. So to come in and say, well, it's 11-0, no pressure, I think we've got this, that actually feels different. It's something I think Coach Webb had to go out there and just remind Ronnie, hey, nothing changes. Throw your pitch, play your game. You've pitched 14 innings for us this year, so just keep doing your thing.
So now up to bat number 17, Jaden Mendoza. Pitch on the way. Swung at. Shortstop, the throw out at first is high.
Now a run will score. A second run will score. So we will play more baseball here as the Rockets pick up 2 runs on the error, on the throw from the shortstop.
So the Rockets able to extend this game by at least one more inning.
So Mendoza puts a ball in play and makes it happen. 2 runs come across, and it is now an 11-2 lead for the Rattlers.
Ronnie's pitch. Outside, ball number 1.
For Rattlers fans, the other side of this is you score a run in the bottom half of the 5th, you get to walk it off.
Mm-hmm.
So there's still some fun here, but we got to get out of this inning first. Still no outs.
That one swung at, fouled off to right.
And we have some student investigative journalists that are saying that it may have been student producer Merritt that was talking about the 10-run rule too early, and that may have angered the baseball gods. So that I don't know if that's perhaps what happened here. I, for one, do not like to mess with the baseball gods.
Yeah.
But you know, it's a learning lesson. It's student production, and learning about baseball gods is probably something that students have to learn as well.
Yeah, I made sure to know that there are baseball gods, as Mr. Odom was telling me not to jinx anything.
2-1 pitch on the way.
Two one count now. 3-1 count, excuse me.
If Jackson could extend the inning, Alex Beltran waits on deck for the Rockets.
Pitch on the way. Swung at.
Ground ball to short.
Shortstop, the throw out to first is made. So the Rattlers do get an out.
So the shortstop to first, it's Juan Munoz across to Kolviatric for the out, but Ramirez comes in to score, and it's 11-3. Mendoza will be at third now for the Rockets. Left fielder Alex Beltran up for the Rockets. He's 0 for 2 tonight with 2 strikeouts.
Runner on third. 1 out so far in the inning. Ronnie the pitch. It's low for ball number 1.
Despite Beltran's struggles at the plate tonight, definitely my favorite bat of the season.
One 0 count. Pitch on the way. It's high for ball number 2.
Looking ahead to the Rattlers' half of the inning. Scheduled to bat is third baseman Andrew Wilson, catcher Colson Giese, and first baseman Kolviatric.
Now one outside, ball number 3. Ronnie just not able to get control of these pitches so far. So the pencil bat hasn't exactly worked so far for Beltran. Looking to change that now.
That pitch is there.
That one good. 3-1 count.
Do you think it's a number 2 pencil bat?
Well, I don't know if I can tell from up here, but that would be my guess.
I think you have to have those in school. I don't know if that's a UIL rule too.
Swung at and missed for strike number 2.
Works the count full.
So a full count. On the topic of pencils, you gave me this pencil at our first game, and I have not lost it. It's the only pencil I've ever not lost.
Which really helps the budget here at the Rattler Up
Yeah, it
Network.
does.
So we appreciate you being conscientious about the pencils. It allows us to buy a little bit better equipment down the road.
So that one fouled off, remains a full count.
One of our student producers, JQ, has gone through 87 pencils this season.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
That is
incredible.
a lot of pencils.
I don't know what he does with them.
Full count now for Beltran. All this pencil talk, see if he can put one in play. Swung at, hit over to the second baseman. The throw out at first is made for the second out of the inning.
Mendoza does come around to score, though, from third. Makes it an 11-4 ball game. So it's playing out as well as it could hope for the Rockets, right? Down 11-0, potentially a 10-run rule here. Instead, come up and put 4 runs up in the 5th to extend play.
So now up to bat number 42, Colt Winchell.
He's been behind the plate for the Rockets tonight.
Now one outside, ball number 1.
Colt 0 for 1 on the night. He drew a walk in the 4th, struck out in the 1st. Senior for the Rockets with a .564 on-base percentage coming into the night.
That one low, ball number 2. Two-0 pitch on the way. High for ball number 3.
Yeah, Ronnie just struggling to spot his pitches tonight. He's fallen behind a number of batters.
That one's
there.
Good for the strike. Makes it 3-1.
Third baseman Zane Santos waiting on deck for the Rockets.
3-1 count on the way. Swung at, fouled off to right, makes it full. So we've had back-to-back full counts.
Yeah, Ronnie's done a great job on that. If he has fallen behind, he's not fearful to throw and go after a batter, and that's what he's done the last 2 times. Got the ground ball to second on the last batter. Let's see what he does here with Colt.
So a full count, pitch on the way. Swung at, fouled off to right. Full count for Winchell. Rattlers needing one more out to put the top of the 5th away. And it is high for ball number 4.
Just high. Seem to be right at the letters. But the Rockets continue the inning.
So now up to bat number 8, Zane Santos.
Zane also 0 for 1 tonight. A walk in the 2nd, struck out in the 4th. Zane is a junior for the Rockets. 8 hits, 5 runs, 9 RBIs coming into the game. As a pinch runner will enter for Winchell, so he can go gear up and get back behind the plate in the bottom half of the inning.
Ronnie's pitch outside. Ball number 1.
Pinch running for the Rockets is number 4, Cody Drywater.
High again, ball number 2.
Throw over to first, not in time.
Remains a 2-0 count.
It'll be Corey Johnson for the Rockets if Santos can extend the inning.
That one swung at, hit towards the left fielder.
Left fielder charging, it's landing foul, but not able to hold on.
Yeah, couldn't quite make the play, makes it a strike.
Covered a ton of ground making that in and just slid in, nearly made the play. I mean, he was right on top of it. Huge effort.
So makes it a 2-1 count for Santos.
Has Nate Velasquez out there in left field trying to make that play, but just not quite able to. So we'll keep it now at 2-1.
Pitch on the way. That one's good for strike number 2.
That'll even the count.
So now we have a 2-2 count. Two count. That one swung at, hit towards the left fielder and third baseman who gets under it to make the play for the third and final out of the top of the 5th. So the Rockets able to extend the game, and not just that, they put 4 runs up on the board. So when we return, it'll be the Rattlers trying to put this one away. Until then, keep it here on the Rattler Up Network. Welcome back to Rattler Up Network. Now leading off for the Rattlers is number 7, Derek Nunez.
So some opportunities for some Rattlers to get some at-bats here that have had fewer at-bats in the season. It's a really great opportunity, up 11-4, so a big chance here.
So it's still number 20, Cryas Santos, pitching for the Rockets. First pitch, low of ball number 1.
Waiting on deck for the Rattlers is number 13, Jose Soto.
So the Rattlers getting to try out all kinds of new batters today. As Santos's pitch up near the batter for ball number 2.
Nunez goes ahead 2-0 in the count. Member of the National Honor Society. Big Braves fan, his favorite player, Ronald Acuna Jr. Use that Ronald Acuna stroke right here.
Pitch on the way. Swung at him, missed. He tried to do what you said.
Yeah, great swing there.
Yeah,
Had a great
great
swing
swing.
just off there.
2-1 count for Nunez. Pitch on the way up near Nunez for ball number 3.
3-1 on the way.
And it's good for strike number 2.
So full count to Derek Nunez here. Chance to get the rally started for the Rattlers here in the bottom of the 5th.
That one low for ball number 4.
So as Derek makes his way down to first, we want to thank our student crew bringing this student production to you here on the Rattler Up Network. Working the cameras tonight, Mason, Julian, Elijah, Keegan, our student producers down in the booth, Liliana and Merritt. As always, I'm joined in the booth for our play-by-play man, student broadcaster Creek Ennis, and a special guest from Texas State University's Bobcat Rise program, Grant, joining us here, helping us with stats. We've been more statistically accurate tonight than we've ever been, thanks to Grant, and we really appreciate him being here. Throw over to first. Almost got him, not in time. So as we mentioned, junior Jose Soto, the batter for the Rattlers.
Outside, ball number 1.
Jose is a member of the CTE teaching and training program. Says big fan of the Cowboys and the Mexico national soccer team. Wants to send a shout out to Mom because she is my #1 reason I push through life. So we hope Mom is probably here watching live, but if not, watch it on the Rattler Up Network. Family may be watching. Big moment for Jose to get something going for the boys here.
That one swung at and missed. Makes it a 1-1 count for Soto.
Nunez with the lead at first. Pitch misses.
Outside, ball number 2. 2-1 count now. Already 1 walk in the inning. Throw to first, not in time.
For the Rattlers, number 9, the junior Caden Miranda waits on deck. Healthy lead at first for Nunez.
2-1 pitch. Swung at. Second baseman makes the throw. The throw to first is made for the double play.
Yeah, well executed by the Rockets. 4-6-3 will retire 2 outs here and end the, or at least stunt the rally for Caden Miranda now, who will come up with nobody on. Two outs and the first pitch.
Good for strike number 1.
Yeah, I tried to check his swing, but it caught a little piece of it there, so it'll be 0-1. Right fielder DJ Vasquez remains in the game for the Rattlers and waits on deck if Caden can extend this inning.
That one fouled off right, makes an 0-2 count.
We've talked about 2-out rallies being the calling card of the San Marcos Rattlers. Looking for a 3-run 2-out rally is I think what we would order up here. As Creek yawns his approval of that comment.
Yes. 0-2 count, pitch on the way, swung at, hit
Finds
out
the
towards
gap.
left field, and it is good for the single.
Boy, that looked off the bat like it had so much more on it, but it didn't even get that high up in the air. It was a line drive, but it seemed like the wind knocked it down. Center fielder Corey Johnson able to make it over there. I really thought we had a double in the making, but only able to get a base hit. But hey, we'll take it. Caden gets on first, and we're going to start that 2-out rally with DJ Vasquez coming to the plate.
So yeah, it's number 24, DJ Vasquez, up to the plate.
DJ's 2 for 3 tonight with a base hit and a triple on the evening.
Throw out to first is no good, but that's certainly a way to wake me up.
So, Creek's had a long week. How many tests did you have this week, Creek?
Tests this week? None, but
Okay.
early morning Coach Dub workouts, 2.
And that'll take it out of you as that pitch misses for ball 1.
So 1-0 count for Vasquez.
Nate Velasquez, the left fielder, waits on deck.
high, ball number 2.
Miranda getting a pretty healthy lead at first. Be running on contact here.
That one low. Ball number 3.
Again, Crisis Santos in for the Rockets. Came in to start in the 4th. Did a great job there. Got a strikeout. Held the Rattlers to no runs.
3-0 pitch is low for ball number 4. So
Oh.
Vasquez will take that walk. Miranda to second. And now up to bat number 21, Nate Velasquez.
Velasquez looking to extend the inning and send it back to the top of the order for the Rattlers. Looking at the outfield position, right fielder playing a little bit over to the right, so a big gap in right center. If Nate can find his opposite field power.
1-0 count. The Rattlers, if they were able to score 3 runs this inning, it will be it for the game, as that one's outside for ball number 2.
Nate sends his shout out from Media Day to his mom. He says, "It's because she stuck with me through the ups and downs and is the reason I am who I am today. She loves me unconditionally." So thank you, Nate's mom, for giving us your son here on this Rattler baseball team.
2-0 count for Velasquez. Pitch on the way. Good for strike number 1.
Santos likes the signs, the 2-1. Misses, ball 3.
So a 3-1 count for Velasquez.
So big opportunity here for Nate. If he can get himself on, maybe load these bases, send it up to the top of the order here.
That one swung at, hit to right field. It's going to land foul, and he's not able to make the play.
Right fielder Jaden Mendoza had a lot of ground to cover. Wind blowing right that way. That probably, for the first time, maybe actually an advantage of the wind. I think that might have just been a routine fly ball to right any other night, but the wind blows that one deep foul, and it'll give Nate a chance to come back to the plate with a full count and 2 outs.
So full count, 2 outs, 2 runners on.
With that, you know the runners are going to be going. So if you do get a ball hit on the ground and can get it out of the outfield, you may very well pick up 2 runs here. Full count and 2 outs. Runners should be going on the pitch. Nobody holding DJ on at first, so he's going to be able to get a healthy lead. Caden at second. They're kind of backing away from him as well. Runners go, and there's a ball hit to left field, but that's going to pull foul. That looked great off the bat.
That would have been to the back wall of the softball field. So it'll remain a full count for Velasquez.
I would not mind a walk-off home run here.
Oh, absolutely.
Was good. He got every bit of that pitch. Great job protecting with 2 strikes and a full count. Runners will be going again. Big pitch here in the game. Throw down to second. Nobody there, however. Center fielder Corey Johnson right there to back it up, so no way to advance. So a miscommunication between Elijah Flowers and the pitcher, Crisis Santos. He threw down to second. I think he was expecting the second baseman to come back and cover, but he wasn't there. Luckily, again, center fielder Johnson backs it up, and the runners are not able to advance.
So a full count pitch. For Velasquez.
Runners go. And that ball's
Swung
hit
at
into
deep
left
to
field.
left.
Left fielder charging. It's going to fall into foul ground. And he's not able to make the catch.
So once again, getting every bit of it, but Just
Man.
lands foul.
And you have got to wonder what a night other than tonight with 98-mile-an-hour winds, what that would have been, because that's the second shot off the bat that looked wonderful from Nate Velasquez. So every bit of it, he has found his groove here.
Now he just needs to find the wind.
Yes. Well, this is a night, and especially for the right-handed batters. I mean, I don't know that you have the power it takes. With the wind is blowing directly from left field, right across the fans sitting on the first base side. And if that ball he just hit can't go out, I don't know that a ball can go out tonight. At least not for right-handers. That was a great shot from Nate.
So another
we'll do
full
3-2
count
again.
pitch.
It misses.
So it is outside for ball number 4. So we have bases loaded for the Rattlers and a chance to win the game for number 14, Miguel Garcia.
Yeah, Miguel comes to the line. He drew a walk back in the 4th. So Miguel with an opportunity. A 3-run inning for the Rattlers would wrap it up here in the 5th, but there are 2 outs.
That one good for strike number 1. So we talked about how 2-out rallies do not fear for the Rattlers, and they've got 3 straight players on base.
Yeah, if you're an opposing team scouting San Marcos, that's got to be the biggest thing that scares you. You cannot relax just because you have 2 outs on this team.
That one's good for strike number 2. So Garcia down early in the count.
Garcia's shout out is to Coach J-Rod and to his parents.
That one inside, ball number 1.
He's in the CTE kinesiology program, hopes to become a physical therapist.
So 1-2 count. That one swung on, hit high up in the air.
Second base and first base collaborate, and the second baseman, Elijah Flowers, able to get under it to retire the side.
So that'll do it for the 5th inning. The Rattlers not able to tack on any more runs. So when we return, it'll be the Judson Rockets leading off. Until then, keep it here on the Rattler Up Network. Welcome back to Rattler Up Network. Our score, San Marcos 11, Judson 4. In a pitching change made by the Rattlers, in comes number 23, Caleb Gomez, and for number 15, Ronnie Mendez Soto.
Ronnie Mendez ends the game with an inning pitch, 4 runs, 1 hit, 2 walks. And Caleb, the senior right-hander for the Rattlers, will come in. He's actually pitched more innings than anybody else on the team. 27 innings pitched coming into tonight. He has a 1-1 record. Also has a 2.07 ERA, which leads the team. He has 2 saves. But this is not a save situation in an 11-4 game, but certainly one where you want to just shut these guys down and get the bats back to work in the bottom of the 6th.
So up to bat will be number 2, Corey Johnson. We're at the top of the 6th inning. That one inside, ball number 1.
Missed inside for a ball.
Up in the same spot for ball number 2. That one swung at and missed for strike number 1. So a 2-1 count for Johnson.
Caleb gets the signs and delivers.
Swung at and missed for strike number 2. Gomez's pitches certainly look good so far.
Well, he's throwing a lot harder than what I think they were seeing before, so they're having to readjust to that speed here from Caleb.
Swung at and missed again. So we get a Garcias of Seguin Rattler strikeout. That is our 9th of the game. So now up to bat number 12, Elijah Flowers. So Gomez certainly pitching at a different velocity from everybody else.
Flowers got the first hit of the game for the Rockets, came around to score in that big 4-run 5th inning.
That one near the batter for ball number 1. Pitch on the way, swung at, fouled off to right.
Elijah 1 for 2 on the night. Came in with an even 400 on-base percentage.
That pitch good for the strike number 2. So a 1-2 count for Gomez. Gomez being the pitching spark that the Rattlers needed. That one
Right back up the middle.
Yeah, right at Gomez. Got past him to throw to first.
Oh,
Couldn't quite make the catch. So
incredible
Flowers,
sliding move over to make the play. So certainly was there to make the stop. A great job by the second baseman. And then it was just a tough throw, literally throwing from his knees was the second baseman, number 14, Miguel Garcia.
So number 20, Cyrus Santos, will be at the plate.
Cyrus 0 for 1.
That one swung at, hit over to the shortstop. Got the out at second. The safe at first. Couldn't quite make the throw over there.
Yeah, I guess shortstop gets it unassisted at second for the second out, with the throw down to first. Took the first baseman off his feet, and so he will reach on a fielder's choice and keep the inning alive with 2 outs.
And the throw just a little high, forced the first baseman to jump and get off the plate or the bag. Is that one good for strike number 1?
Yeah, for the Rattlers, first baseman Caden Miranda made a huge play at that. He made the leap, and if he'd come down, if he's been able to get down on the bag, it would have been there on time. But he made a great play to keep that from being an error that would have caused a runner to go to second.
That was swung at and fouled off, so an 0-2 count. The Rattlers have 2 outs in the inning. Oh-2 count, looking to put this inning, or the top of the 6th inning, away. Pitch on the way, swung at it and missed for the strikeout. So we have tied our oh my goodness, our Garcias of Seguin Rattler strikeout at a count of 10 so far.
We're hoping Garcias of Seguin might still be open at the end of this game. I want to make the drive down there. 10 mentions of Garcias of Seguin. And I need some enchiladas.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm in a mood now, and that's a great place to get them.
So we will send you to commercial break. Keep it here on the Rattler Up Network. Welcome back to Rattler Up Network. The Judson Rockets have made a pitching change. In comes number 8, Zane Santos, for number 20, Carias Santos.
Yeah, Crisis Santos pitched 2 innings, gave up no runs on 2 hits, 2 strikeouts, and 4 walks. So after an 11-run start for the Rattlers, Crisis Santos comes in and stops the Rattlers for 2 solid innings, and it continues to have the Rockets back with a chance to win this game. 11-4, still a big lead to overcome, but he was able to hold them off. And so now the Rattlers will have their opportunity, and they'll be led off by number 16, Judah Diaz.
Judah Diaz, 0 for 1 on the day. Had a strikeout back in the 4th inning. Santos to pitch. Good for strike number 1.
Looking ahead for the Rattlers, Ronnie Mendez Soto is on deck. He'll be followed by Dallas Villa.
0-1 pitch. High for ball number 1.
Count now at 1-2.
And that one got past Diaz for strike number 2. So 1-2 count. Diaz already having 1 strikeout in the game. That one good for the strikeout. So the Rattlers start off with a strikeout. Now up to bat.
Number 23, Caleb Gomez enters for the Rattlers now.
So it's whoever's pitching is in this hitting spot. We've seen Jack Vasquez, Ronnie Mendez Soto, and Caleb Gomez hit from this spot. As 1 out, the first pitch is wild and high for ball number 1.
On deck, Charlie Helgeson, the second baseman, will return to the lineup for the Rattlers.
One 0 pitch on the way, outside, ball number 2.
Zane Santos, who has entered the game, he's been at third base tonight for the Rockets. Takes the mound now, their third pitcher of the night.
That one right down Broadway for strike number 1.
And despite what the flags may say, it may look weird, but the wind seems to have let up. It's gone from 98 to 78. It is still a wind that you cannot do much with, as the count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And if you're just tuning in now, you're thinking that's a let up wind, but we're telling you, this is actually not as bad as it was in some of those middle innings.
Pitch on the way, swung at,
Dribbler
got past the pitcher. Throw out to first is not in time, so the single from Gomez.
Yeah, who just got past Santos at the mound. Shortstop came charging in, made a great play at first, but just wasn't able to make it happen. And so the runner gets the base hit. Caleb Gomez.
As a pinch runner came in, that's number 8, Kane Hernandez.
So Kane Hernandez will run it first now. And Charlie Helgeson returns to the lineup for the Rattlers.
So Charlie back at the plate.
Pitch in the dirt for a ball.
1-0 count for Helgeson.
Derek Nunez waits on deck for the Rattlers.
Pitch on the way, that one low, ball number 2.
Charlie came into the game with a .433 batting average, led the team, as well as leading a team with 26 RBIs and 5 doubles.
Two-0 pitch high, ball number 3.
No.
No, good.
Late call, umpire changed his mind there.
Slipped me up a little bit, so 2-1 count.
Umpire messing with Creek here in the 6th.
But this umpire's doing a really great job.
Well, don't come back now and say that.
No, I have to. So 3-1 counts.
it has been a really well consistently called strike zone tonight from the home plate umpire for sure. 3-1 the count.
3-1 counts. Runner at first, pitch on the way, swung at, hit to the shortstop who makes the play for the second out of the bottom of the sixth. So now up to bat, number 7, Derek Nunez.
2 outs and a runner at first.
So a 1-0 count for Nunez.
Nunez can extend the inning. Colson Giese has returned to the lineup for the Rattlers.
That one good for strike number 1. 1-1 count. One pitch. Low. Ball number 2.
Kane Hernandez getting a conservative lead at first. That went up over the head there.
For ball number 3, makes it a 3-1 count for Nunez.
Center fielder for Judson playing shallow. Maybe an account for the wind.
So 3-1 pitch is good for strike number 2. Makes it a full count for Nunez.
Full count, 2 outs. Kane will be running at first.
Nunez had 2 at-bats, had a full count in both of them.
Runner goes, and that pitch misses. No!
And good for the strikeout. So that is the 3rd and final out of the 6th inning. So when we return, it'll be the Rockets with one last chance to get on the board to take back this lead. Until then, we'll cut you to commercial break. Keep it here on the Rattler Up Network. Welcome back to Rattler Up Network. Still pitching for the Rattlers is number 23, Caleb Gomez, who came in for the Rattlers and provided us a pitching spark as we now enter our potential final inning. Judson needing to put up at least 7 runs to extend the game. That one good for strike number 1.
Well, this is the 7th, so they need them all. Yeah, they need 7
all
runs here to get it done. Yeah.
It's number 17, Jaden Mendoza at the plate. That one swung at, foul for strike number 2. An 0-2 count.
Caleb came on in the 6th for the Rattlers. Held the Rockets scoreless. Looking to wrap it up here in the 7th. Ahead 0-2.
0-2 pitch. Swung at, hit high towards the right fielder who gets under it to make the play for the first out of the 7th inning. And we have a record watch. One more strikeout will break our Garcias of Seguin Rattler strikeout record.
Yes, we need to see it here.
We need to see it.
Either way, I'm going for enchiladas after the game.
Yeah.
but that would taste so much sweeter with 11 strikeouts.
Gomez the pitch. Good for strike number 1. Gomez is certainly doing his best to get you home, to get you these enchiladas.
Well, I appreciate that.
So an 0-1 counts. Gomez the pitch. That one just low for ball number 1.
We're pausing now because in the 6th and 7th inning, the umpires decided to kind of make sure before he calls the strike. A little bit of a delay.
It was quick in those first 5. We were able to get it out quick.
Man needs Dr. Pepper.
Yeah. And to get one of those, go to our concession stand right below us. They've been doing a great job throughout the entire season.
Oh, feeding the crew, taking such good care of us, making us feel like rock stars down there. Those folks down there in the concession stand, we can't thank them enough.
So a 2-1 count now. Gomez the pitch. Swung at and missed for strike number 2. Now baseball gods. I know that I jinxed it, but I need this one to happen.
Yeah, you may have talked it right out of happening.
So a 2-2 count for Gomez. Fouled off behind home plate.
Well, either way, I think one of the greatest lessons learned, and this is a student broadcast, so it is about lessons learned, but we learned about the baseball gods today, boys and girls. Yep. Merritt learned not to jinx a 10-run rule.
Yeah, we got to put this one on Merritt.
You're practically begging for an 11th strikeout for Garcias of Seguin.
Come on, Gomez. That one just low, ball number 3. So a full count.
Alex Beltran waits on deck for Judson.
Pitch on the way, swung at to the shortstop. The throw out to first is made for the 2nd out. So now up to bat will be number 13, Alex Beltran. And only needing one more out to close this one.
Beltran 0 for 3 tonight, 2 strikeouts and a ground ball to second in his 3 at-bats. Gomez into the windup and the pitch.
It's just low for ball number 1.
We haven't lost any flags tonight, so that's good.
Yeah, that is good. That one's good for strike number 1.
The sponsor we should be shouting out is the maker of the poles.
Yeah, maker of the poles.
Whoever we bought these flag poles from needs to sponsor Rattler Baseball because they are some strong foul poles or flag poles. That's fantastic.
That one outside, ball number 2.
Don't forget, join us again on Tuesday here on the Rattler Up Network. We're back to district action hosting Steel, 7 o'clock first pitch, and that'll all be here on the Rattler Up Network. And of course, come on out live to Rattler Stadium and check that game out.
That one outside, ball number 3.
Rattlers will also be in action tomorrow afternoon, so not covered on the Rattler Up Network, but a home scrimmage in between district. Lehman will be here at 1:30. Looks to be a beautiful day tomorrow, so come on out to Rattler Stadium tomorrow for Lehman versus San Marcos.
That one's fouled off right. We have a full count and perhaps one more chance to break this record.
So if you want to come out to Rattler Stadium tomorrow at 1:30, it would just be a pretty day to do nothing because the game got canceled.
Yeah.
And so if you just come out, it's just a pretty day to see our ballpark. We would appreciate that, but there will be no baseball being played apparently.
That one up near the batter.
Got him!
For strike number 3. So the Rattlers get the win 11-4.
But more importantly,
we have a A broken record. Our 11th Garcia's up the Green Rattlers strikeout delivered by Caleb Gomez.
So the Rattlers get the win. They put 11 runs on the board and look to be running away with it after 3 innings. But Judson comes back in the 5th and puts up 4 of their own to force the game through 7. But the Rattlers, led by some batters, getting some chances and really getting an opportunity that they haven't had this season, get the job done. And the final from Rattler Stadium is 11-4. The Rattlers get the win. They improve to 4-3 in district, heading into that big home and away next week against Steele. We want to thank again our student staff here to doing all the student broadcasting here on the Rattler Up Network. Mason, Julian, Elijah, and Keegan on the cameras. Liliana and Merritt, our student producers. Of course, Creek Innes up here with me in the booth as our student broadcaster. And our guest here tonight, Grant Zallinger, was with us through the Bobcat Rise program, doing a great job of getting those statistics to us and keeping us accurate on the call. So great night of baseball here tonight, Creek.
Yeah, absolutely. And until next Tuesday when we have the huge game against Steele, we need you to keep it here on the Rattler Up Network.